I am that which knows my experience. I am not an experience. I'm not an object that can be experienced. I'm the one that knows. I'm the knowing. I'm the awareness. Just like the eye can't see itself, it can only be itself. It's too close to itself to see itself. You can't see the seer because you are it. Too close to stand apart. Can't be separate from yourself as the pure awareness. I am that which knows my experience. I am not an object that can be experienced. But I can project myself, imagine myself as an object of experience, to recognize myself as the one that knows. So, as one immutable, infinite, formless consciousness, awareness, singularity, I can't separate from myself to experience myself. But I can dream myself as form, as quality. To then recognize myself as formless without quality. So by knowing what I'm not, I recognize what I am. And then I realize I'm the one dreaming this. I'm the one immutable consciousness, dreaming myself as everything. And all of this is a dream in my imagination. So everything that's appearing, everything that I see and interact with is myself as pure consciousness, is formless, is infinite, is limitless. Just like the dream at night, when in the dream, you forgot yourself as infinite mind, infinite consciousness, and appear to localize yourself in your own dream. So, as a subject object perspective, you appear to limit yourself to a character in the dream, and then perceive the dream from subject-object perspective so that you can know, you can experience. You'd have to project objects to experience, form something to perceive, because you're infinite consciousness, non-objective, pure subjectivity. So through this perspective of subject-object, you can interact with yourself in your own mind by first forgetting your infinite mind and objectifying yourself. And then in the dream, it appears that they're separate objects in a world, and you're laying on a beach with friends, and there seems to be separate characters, separate bodies, separate entities, separate minds. And it all appears real. And then you wake up from the dream and you realize there was no beach. It was all a projection of my mind. It was all in my consciousness. There weren't separate bodies, separate entities, separate minds. It was just one mind projecting a scene, a beach with bodies, with characters. And since it was all a projection of my consciousness, it was all me. I was the beach, I was the sand, I was the ocean, I was all the characters, the bodies, the connections, the relationships, the interactions. And through this dream, through this illusory objective experience, I can recognize that I'm the one dreaming, and that the one dreaming is pure consciousness. It's not a body, it's not a character, it's not a person. So by dreaming what I'm not, and by appearing to limit myself, I can wake up to myself and realize that I'm limitless. I'm infinite. I'm formless. I'm bodiless. I'm characterless. I'm changeless. I'm the one aware of the dream. I'm the pure, infinite field of experiencing. I am the experiencing. I am the knowing. The non-objective knowing. And it's amazing how the illusion cannot hold up to investigation once there's questioning. It's all too obvious. So even right now, close your eyes and Just be aware without thought, without memory, without images or perception of ideas. Just rest as pure knowing, pure experiencing. Like the analogy of a newborn baby that doesn't know it has a body, that's never had a thought, and it never had an experience, never had a memory. There's just pure consciousness, pure field of experiencing. And without thought, without memory, without reference point, what is this experience? What is knowing this experience? Notice how obvious this is, that all there is pure consciousness, which is borderless, boundless, endless, has no edges. You can't tell where it begins or ends. And notice that all sensations, without thought about it, without label, are just impersonal, temporary sensations appearing in you as pure consciousness. So that can't be what you are. You would be the infinite container from which all sensations appear and disappear within you. You're the one that knows it, the one aware. And like a newborn baby, pure consciousness, pure field of knowing. Notice the sounds without label, without thought. Notice it's all appearing in your awareness. And there's no distinguishing, there's no separation. Notice that your essential being is this pure, infinite awareness from which everything appears and disappears. Without a thought, without memory, without image or label, without perception. Be aware of the sensation of a body. You don't know that there is a body. Without thought, without belief. Like a newborn baby, just timelessly aware, the field of experiencing. You don't know you have a body. There's just pure, formless awareness. There might be sounds, but you don't know what that is. There might be sensations, but there's no labeling what they are. There's just pure awareness, pure knowing, pure experiencing, without limiting it to what is known. There's just pure being. And notice how impartial and unaffected you are by what's appearing and disappearing. Notice the awareness is unaffected, unstained, untouched. It just remains unchanging, immaculate. And then being aware of mentation, mental activity, to conceptualize or give quality to the awareness that you are, that precedes quality, precedes mind. Projecting yourself, rendering yourself as mind so that you can conceptually recognize yourself, conceptually explore yourself, your infinite self. What qualities would you give this pure awareness that's unchanging? It's peace. It's empty. It's timeless. It's ageless, genderless. Even in the dream story, the awareness that you are right now is the same awareness that you were when you were 7, when you were 15, when you were 25, and right now. It's what always remains the same. It's what you've been referring to as myself. That is what you are. It's the felt sense of being. It's being aware. Which is I am. Which is so familiar to you because it is you. You can describe it as the felt sense I'm alive, I exist. This joy of being, this presence. It's always here, always now, never changing. The consciousness which I am, that is aware of my experience, is not limited, stained, or conditioned by what I'm aware of. The consciousness that I am is not limited to the destiny of the body, nor is it inside the body, but is that which imagines the body, that which knows the sensations of the body. And what is the body? What is anything that I'm coming in contact with? What is anything that I'm experiencing? When all I'm experiencing is the knowing of my experience. All there is the awareness of my experience. There's no physical form, there's no separate object that I'm experiencing. It's all my formless self, is pure consciousness. There is no physical world. Just like the dream at night, it's a mentation. Whatever I called matter is mental. Even the experience of the body. What is the body? I was told that it was form and that it was physical and it was real, and I believed it. But when I investigate, what is it really? What is the experience of a body? There's just a bundle of sensations appearing in my consciousness. Mentally projected and perceived by me as pure awareness. Well, there's feeling a body. Feeling is perception. Perception is awareness. Well, there's a bundle of sensations. What are sensations? Sense perception. Awareness. Even when you close your eyes, you can't find where the body begins or ends, or if there even is a body. Without thought, without memory, without belief, there is no body. Well, there's touching the skin and it feels solid. Well, that's the sense of touch. What is the sense of touch? Mental, sense perception, awareness. So just like looking through a VR headset, the senses are the interface. To perceive and interact with yourself as a projected illusion. And all there is the one aware of it. Just like when you're wearing a VR headset, all there is the one wearing the VR headset. The avatar in the headset's not conscious. Just like the dream at night. It's not the character in the dream that wakes up. It's the one dreaming. And it's not the character in the dream that has a separate mind that it's perceiving through, or it's all the one dreaming, the one consciousness projecting itself as something to be aware of, as a reference point to perceive. You'd have to have something to perceive. A reference point, something to know. Imagine looking at a tree from the infinite perspective of infinite consciousness. From infinite perspectives, there wouldn't be a tree, there wouldn't be a form. So, by modulating yourself as subject object, you can interact with yourself, you can experience. Which is what you wanted. You wanted to dream this, to recognize yourself. How beautiful. What a beautiful love story. Mwah.